The last area that we looked at was addressing labour market shortages in the context of the need to look to migration. And we had, I think, a very mature discussion on that I was quite impressed by and optimistic about, because I think there is a real need to balance addressing labour market and skills shortages by increasing the employment rate of the indigenous potential labour force and by migration, and getting that balance right and being able to maturely discuss the tensions that there are in getting that balance right will be a big ask for all of us. So to date, I suppose we reflected that we've had a very positive overall experience of migration in Ireland, and international research clearly shows that migration is a positive thing and contributes to economic growth. But there are also distributional impacts where some people bear the cost of migration into a country possibly harder than others, and we're mindful of a possible Brexit redirection from the UK-based migrants. And there are issues of, for example, possible downward pressure on low-paid sectors, possible displacement of some low-paid workers, pressure and congestion on public services and particularly housing, and issues concerning cultural compatibility, things like language integration, and issues about intergenerational mobility of existing migrants and their children. And we had examples of all of those types of things. So we need to get that balance right, and it requires a lot more unpacking. And I think keeping the two things on the agenda simultaneously, the need to look to increase participation rates and the need to have a managed migration policy is very important. One area that we looked at, which was quite starking to a lot of us, was the labour migration issues in specific sectors, and we looked at the global supply chain process in the healthcare sector and how it's impacting on the quality of Irish healthcare. So indigenous Irish educated nurses and doctors are migrating to more attractive UK packages, including career mobility packages, such that only 60 out of 1,500 nurses who graduated last year were still employed in Ireland this year. And that really struck everybody, I think. And in addition, Ireland seems to be becoming a short-term work destination for migrant healthcare workers who get trained in Ireland at a significant cost of about $15,000 a year, but then seek work quite soon within the year to more lucrative speaking countries.